Hey everybody, this is the first State of the Union address for our English 300 class, and I wanted to go over the highlights and lowlights of this first week. For the most part, it was highlights, I think, because most of you turned in some very well-written, well-argued discussion posts. The discussion post went off without a hitch, I think. Most of you took very well to it. And I noticed that almost all of you avoided the common sand traps this sort of assignment. You were very argumentative, very analytical. You really picked apart at the readings, and I was very impressed with the quality of the post. Even the quantity of the post, I think. Even though I made the very conservative minimum requirement of 500, most of you just went above and beyond that. And I think the winner this week almost made it to 5,000 words. And I won't name this person out publicly, but I was, needless to say, very impressed with the work that you did this week. With the discussion post, though, there was also a downside, I think. Even though the quality was largely very, very high quality, I was a little disappointed to see that a lot of you, I can't say a lot of you, but some of you chose to procrastinate for this assignment. Let me explain why I'm a bit of a stickler about this. These discussion posts are taking the place of a class dialogue. A class dialogue that would occur within a regular classroom. Of course, this is an electronic classroom, so we have to simulate that to the best of our abilities. And in that sort of class exchange, you would not sit in the back of the room and deliver this long expository monologue 5 minutes before the bell rings, right? And that's essentially what you're doing here. You're not really contributing to a conversation. You're just posting it at the last, unloading at the last minute, practically, and just trying to get it done. And I know that many of you lead busy lives. I know that for some of you, some of you work days, some of you work nights, some of you work insane hours, and most of you have families. I recognize that those limitations set upon you, but I really cannot allow for anyone to put all their posts on Friday. I mean, it's bad form, and it really doesn't contribute to the conversation that you guys need to be having on these readings. So this week I was kind of generous with the grading. If you did a great job or a good job, you were pretty much assured an A. And what I did was just entered the letter A into the computer, which I think equals to a 95. If you did excellent work, and these are probably the people, Mr. or Mrs. 5,000 words, those people who made very high quality posts who I wanted to single out. And I think there were, just a few people I wanted to single out specifically. Those were A pluses, and which I think equals out to 100. Like I said, I didn't enter in numbers for this assignment. I entered in grades, and I think it converted to numbers whenever you guys saw it. Those of you who kind of procrastinated, the highest I was willing to give you was a B minus. And I hate to deduct points for something as seemingly silly as procrastination. But like I said, with a class dialogue, you can't hold out until the very end. You're not contributing to a dialogue. What you're doing is just constructing posts that are separate from the rest of what your classmates have done. So even if you're just doing one post a day, that would be better than just this machine gun burst on Friday. I mean, that's sort of that sort of thing just can't be tolerated, I'm afraid. But like I said, this week I was a little lenient, so a B- was the highest grade possible for the procrastinators. In the future, I don't know if I'll be so generous, so please keep that in mind. Of course, there were also grades in between those two extremes. If you want more specifics about your grade, just feel free to email me. This week we'll be working on the disciplinary analysis. I wanted to go over a few things. First of all, read the section of your textbook about analysis, how to write an analysis. While I don't expect you to follow that by the letter of the law, I do expect your essays to have a more analytical slant. I don't want this to be simple recitation. You know, if it seems like something that I could easily learn from just looking at a course catalog, that's probably not what I'm asking for. I want a more personalized, a more analytical response to this idea of investigating our disciplines and our fields. And remember, that's the focus, right? Even though you might be providing a strong narrative in your essays, I still want there to be analysis kind of enmeshed into that. So please keep that in mind. I certainly don't want to dissuade you from making this fun. I know that sounds kind of impossible considering the assignment, but there you have it. I mean, this assignment can be as fun or as boring as you want to make it. So I do encourage creativity with this. I want these to be strong analyses of your disciplines, and just, you know, go ahead and post the peer. This is peer editing week, so make sure you post your rough drafts, which, you know, you can post the full thing. The minimum I'm allowing is about 1.5 pages to 2 pages. Go ahead and post those this week. Post them by Wednesday. Post your responses by Friday, and the paper is going to be due Saturday at 6 p.m. I'm extending the deadline a little bit, so you have the weekend to work on it. But make sure you send it by 6 p.m. so I can start grading it. And I'm trying to think of some other things that I'm forgetting, but I can't really remember, I'm afraid. So, oh, I've also posted some documents in course documents. These are just grammatical, stylistic guides that I want you to look at and, you know, get some ideas. Make sure you don't make some common errors in writing. As far as the rest of the week goes, the quizzes are up, the discussion boards are up, everything is activated. I haven't yet made the handout or the video for the synthesis essay, but I will get that to you probably by Monday or Tuesday. And I know it's a little, it may seem early to start thinking about the next paper, but trust me, nothing can come too early in a class like this. So I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, and I will, quote unquote, see you in the next video. Have a good day.